know that seems weird, but I'm chopping this into chips.
My key is back there.
I got something around! Alright, we know it's gonna be great to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Oh, somebody left their wand behind. So, who here is in a long-term relationship? Yeah? How long? I can't see, I'm just pointing randomly.
13 years.
13 years, thank you, Danny. Give it up for Danny, 13 years. Her husband loved her so much that he let her move, well, you moved together, right? They moved to New York City at her behest, so that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, long-term relationships are cool, but if you break up, it's weird, right? They're in your social circle, and see them on Facebook, see them on Clubhouse. Let me ask you something, Danny. If you guys, God forbid you broke up, would you recommend your husband to your friends?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, see, give it up for her. That's a good guy. Willing to certify that. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's really hard to meet people, and well, like for example, if you meet somebody on Tinder, that's like taking an Uber, right? You're gonna get a name and a description, but you won't know what it feels or smells like until you're on the ride. Would you rather have an ex-girlfriend? You know? Listen, these women aren't damaged goods. They're not sloppy seconds. These are certified pre-owned girlfriends. That's right. And you can find stuff out with that ex-girl facts, right? You know? How big's the trunk? You know? Is it full of gas? Rubber mats? Shag carpet? What's this big dent on the left side? Just how many loads can she haul? You know, I used to be an Uber driver. I still do it every once in a while, you know, just for the love of the game. But they're getting real desperate, I guess because of the carjackings and stuff. They're trying to come up with new rides, you know? I thought of like a few different rides that Uber could do. You guys want to hear my ideas? All right, cool. All right. First idea is Uber support, okay? This is when I pick you up with a puppy in the car, and you can cry on the dog on your way to therapy. It's good, right? How about the Uber tailgate? I pick up 4 guys with a box of beer, a blunt, and a bucket, and I take them to an Eagles game. And if you're wondering if the bucket is for vomit or piss, yes. I got one for you ladies. Uber is Shane. I pick you up 4 o'clock in the morning, toothbrush, Advil, clean pair of panties, no questions. Got work in just a few hours. And then my personal favorite, we have the Uber layover. This is when I stop by Camden, New Jersey and pick up a sex worker and take it to the airport. You can come before you go. Are you guys ready for some really funny people tonight? You can see this woman in my TV pilot, New World Order. She moved to New York City to be a comic. She is fucking funny. Danny Rita! Keep it going, Brian, everybody!
Awesome. Oh man, so yeah, I'm married. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. I am Jewish, and my husband is German. I like a little danger. What can I say? But, no, he's a great guy. We're very happy. We did just recently move here to Hell's Kitchen, where apartments don't have full-sized ovens. So things are going very well. He really is great. I've had people come up to me and actually say, "You must have found the last good, decent, straight man in New York City." And I'm like, no, I really didn't. I imported him from Amish country. My husband grew up, not Amish, but like, he grew up like Amish adjacent. I corrupted the shit out of him. I think it's hilarious that he came from Amish country to fucking Hell's Kitchen. I love it. But saying I corrupted him seems really harsh, so I just prefer to think of him as farm to table. In our case, it's a very small coffee table that we fuck on. No, but do you guys like Marvel movies? Yeah. I have a game that I like to play when I watch Marvel movies. I like to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with the Avengers. So the other night I was watching Age of Ultron, and I'm playing with the opening scene. So I had Captain America, Iron Man, and the Hulk, right? So Captain America. You can't fuck Captain America unless you marry Captain America, because he's all old-fashioned and wholesome like that. So you don't want to pick Captain America right off the bat, because then you just waste your fuck choice, right? And I personally could never marry Captain America, because he won't even see the word fuck. He's so freaking wholesome, and I can't spend the rest of my life with some guy behind my back going language every time I fucking say fuck, and I'm always yelling, "Shut the fuck up, Steve!" God. The other thing is, I grew up in the 80s, so the idea of being Mrs. Rogers is kind of creepy, but... So I have to kill Captain America. But Iron Man, I would fuck the shit out of Iron Man. Can't marry Iron Man though, because my first husband is an engineer like Tony Stark, and I can't marry another engineer. I mean, I could fuck another engineer, absolutely. They're magnificent in bed, like lots of attention to detail. They take instruction really well. They're kind of weird to live with. So that brings me to the Hulk, right? I gotta marry the Hulk. Like I said, I'm Jewish. He's a doctor. I make fun of my first husband a lot. And I shouldn't, since he's still my current husband. But listen, he may not be a doctor, but he talks to his mother like Captain America, and he fucks me like Iron Man. Yes. Anybody else here? I got in a lot of trouble in high school. Anybody else? What's the craziest thing you got in trouble for in high school?
Smoking in the bathroom.
I got you beat. Hear this. So, I hated high school. Miserable. Like, what kind of fucking, I feel like high school is like a cruel social experiment designed by our alien overlords running this simulation, right? But I would get in trouble a lot, basically, for just, running my mouth off in math class about democratic socialism or something like that, and I'd always get detention. They'd always keep me after school, and I'd always come home, and my mom would always yell at me and go, "Young lady, that mouth is gonna get you in trouble someday," that bullshit, right? The one thing I had in high school that made me happy was my boyfriend. I had the hottest boyfriend, well, to me, in high school. He looked like Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols. Like, punk rock, spiked hair, 6 feet tall, 120 pounds, with his clothes soaking wet. And at that weird stage of teenage boy growth where, your body hasn't quite grown into your dick yet. So, I'm seriously, you guys, I'm telling you, it was like a butternut squash growing out of the crotch of a skeleton. This thing was magnificent. And so this is where I need to tell all of you about my mother. My mother's a cunt. It's relevant to the story, but mostly I need to share that with you because every time I call my mother a cunt into a microphone, an angel gets wings. Does everybody know the story of Rapunzel? My mother is basically the witch in Rapunzel, but Jewish. Actually, it's interesting. My mother wasn't raised Jewish. She converted. At least her parenting style did. Anyway. Yeah. You think that the witch from Rapunzel was happy to find out that Rapunzel was dating Sid Vicious? Nah, we were not allowed to see each other. She locked me in the tower, the whole bit. So we did what any two teenagers in love would do in this situation, and we snuck around after school, found hiding places, and got in as much pathetic teenage sexual activity as we could before the bus came to take us home. So one day after school, we found the perfect hiding spot. little stairwell in the back corner of the high school, right? Nobody walks back there, you know, it was perfect. And let me paint the picture. So this is a very vertically oriented space, this hiding place we found. So on this particular occasion, it was logistically the most sensible thing for the person with the penis to be on the receiving end of the oral sex, right? And so everything's going great. We're having a blast after school. I've got a mouthful of butternut squash. He's having a great time just going, oh, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, unhinge your jaw. And I'm just like having a great time, and all of a sudden I see a shadow behind me. And it's Sid Vicious's chemistry teacher going out the back door for a cigarette. And we got some deep shit. We got sent to the principal's office with a slip of paper that said, Danny was practicing oral sex on Sid. Practicing for what? God. We got suspended for 3 days, and I don't know who had it worse, the person who had to spend the rest of the semester in science class with someone who'd seen his erect penis, or me going home to my mother. Who, by the way, after creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, like, young lady, that mouth is gonna get you in trouble someday, should have known I was gonna take some artistic license with it. But really, the thing about this situation that drives me nuts to this day is the hypocrisy of the school. Because how come every time something you don't like comes out of my mouth, you keep me after school for 3 hours, but as soon as something comes in my mouth, I got 3 days off. Entire school talked about it for the next 2 years until some fucking White House intern stole my idea. Anyway, guys, my name is Danny Rydell. Thank you so much. Keep it going, Grant.
Get it up, guys. My next offering for you has been with me since the beginning of Pascetty Presents. I had a dream, guys. I had a dream. I wanted to put on a comedy show in New York City, and I met Dan, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta find some funny people. And the first funny person that I found to do this show is still doing this show with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Rob Cruz.
What up? How we doing, guys? Give it up for Ant. Hell yeah. I like the vibe he's giving off right now. He's giving me that vibe of like, every year I get older, but they stayed the same age. I love it. No one addressed why there's just 3 chairs here the whole time. It's freaking me out. I think this is like a weird showbiz reminder. It's like any fucking moment you could go back to being in the fucking audience, you fucking nothing. You guys are fucking peons. Hell yeah, I like you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. You've been very polite the whole time. Yes. White people fucking stink, right? The whole time, dude. No, I like you, man. You look like one of those cool teachers that would like let me know that my bad boy attitude is just a defense mechanism. I like that. But you guys are drinking?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love drinking. People have told me that drunk words are sober thoughts, which I just don't agree with. Like half the shit I say when I'm hammered, I don't mean. Like one time I was just like blacked out drunk and said Madonna was behind 9/11. I never told that joke in New York. I was like, oh shit. I just realized, oh damn, that usually crushes. Damn. Alright, moving on. But yeah, drinking is cool. I grew up with alcohol in the house. I lived with my Uncle Steve. And Steve would get drunk every night. And at the time, I didn't know what getting drunk was. I thought there was just this different, fun version of Steve. I used to call him Night Steve. I was like, hell yeah, dude, it's dark outside. Time for Steve to lick the floor and shit with the door open. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Actually, one time I confided in Steve that I wanted to start dance lessons, and the next day he told my parents that I came out. It was sick. Speaking of coming out, I live in the neighborhood in Philly.
Yes.
Yes. It's beautiful. It's like I like living amongst the elite gays. It's like gay Jerusalem there. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. They're all jacked. They will fuck you up. And then they'll fuck you. I was a theater kid growing up. Kids used to call me gay all the time. And they were implying that, you know, I was feminine, weak, sissy. Not these gays. Don't step to them, I promise you, your face can't afford it. I mean, you can, but you know, good luck explaining to your boys why your black eye has glitter in it. It's gonna be rough for you. But since I moved to the city, I've been trying to make some positive changes for my life. Like, I've been trying to lose weight, mostly for my sex life. Like, I'm not as much concerned about how I look, but I didn't realize how I was out of shape that missionary feels a lot like planking. Like a minute, my arms are starting to shake. She's like, "Are you gonna finish?" I'm like, "No, I'm maxed out." This hurts. But I'm dating another comic, and people have told me that two comedians dating is probably awesome, because it's probably funny all the time. I was like, funny all the time? That sounds horrible. Like, what am I gonna do? My friends could be like, "Dude, how's the sex?" I'm like, "Oh my God. It's hilarious." Yeah, she pulled my finger and we both came. It was nuts. We both used toys because we both love prop comedy. Ma'am, you're never gonna believe this, but her clit is actually a clown nose. That's right, I don't flick the bean, I honk it. You know what I'm talking about, sir. Hell yeah, dude, looking hella confident. I can tell you're not on your period. This man ain't afraid of no stains, baby. Hell yeah. You guys are sort of dating?
Yeah.
Cool, man. And you guys go to Columbia?
Yeah.
Cool, what's your major?
Computer science.
Computer science?
Yeah.
CS? Yeah? What's yours? Politics? Damn, you guys are gonna go perfectly together. You guys should move to Russia. They love politics and computers. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's how we got banned from Facebook.
Yahtzee. Hell yeah, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, dude. That dude's a fucking nerd. Holy shit. Did you see that video of him talking about the metaverse? We need someone to like pitch the metaverse that doesn't look like they hate the real world. It's like, yeah, there's no swirlies in the metaverse. I can see him just with the Oculus every time his wife tells him to sleep on the couch. He's like, "Am I sleeping on the couch or the Galapagos Islands?" Bitch. I remember when that Facebook whistleblower came out saying that they knew that their algorithm was hurting people's mental health, but they kept it because it makes them more money. And people are like, "What?" Yeah, that was almost as shocking as I found out my heroin dealer didn't have my best interest at heart. That was a bummer. But what else? Where was I? Russia, Facebook. Oh, I'm an idiot. What? My fly is down? Someone's looking. It's hard being a male in comedy. My eyes are up here. My eyes are up here. Holy shit. I'm not a piece of meat. These are 3 strikes, actually, for sexual harassment on stage. Strike 1. Holy shit. Watch yourself. Damn, this is fun. But yeah, no, I'm an idiot. It's like a problem. Like, I don't process information correctly. Like I was walking around the historical area of Philly with my girlfriend, and she pointed out a house. She was like, yo, Edgar Allan Poe used to live here. And I was like, damn, Edgar Allan Poe? Why just 3 of the Teletubbies? I love all those dudes. Edgar Allan Poe and Tanky Wanky. Teletubbies is actually a fucking insane show. Because they're pretty much just showing kids what a nuclear holocaust looks like. Like they all look like they're wearing hazmat suits. They have radioactive bellies. And then at the end of each episode, they say goodbye to the sun and run into a bomb shelter. Do any of you guys work remote?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. I like not having to commute, but I realized I just roll out of bed and then just start working right when I have to. Can't do that anymore. Because I'm realizing I can't be professional that soon after I had fucking dreams. It's too jarring of a transition. I can't think about people shit right now. I was just doing the cucaracha in my subconscious for hours. My boss was like, Rob, you look out of it. Are you not a morning person? I'm like, no, I am. It's just 15 minutes ago I was pregnant and my teeth were falling out. I'm not thinking about our numbers this quarter. But I think I'm going to leave it on that. Thank you so much. I'm Rob Cruz. Give it up to Jose.
My boy, Rob Cruz, everybody. 50 weeks. 50 weeks on Clubhouse. It's a long time. So what happened? I met Dan. I got closer to this wonderful group of comics that is headlining this show tonight. We're taking the show in a new direction. We're doing things down the shore. We're making videos. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate your support. To that end, I met somebody on Clubhouse, and she's funny as fuck. She lives here in New York City. She's an actress. She's a comic. She's a mom. She's amazing. I want you guys to give it up for Heidi Whitworth.
I actually gave him a fake name the first time we met, so that explains why he can't say it. Are you still awake? What did your mom do to you? Did she tell you this would be fun? So what are you gonna get after this for her lying to you? Do you feel like you've learned, all right, it's not fair. I mean, do you have part-time custody? Why are you forcing him to come to shows? Like,
He's an introvert.
all right, me too. No. Well, you're about to learn more things. So, you guys are planning to do, I studied political science also. I did drop out though, so I believe in you. But say that doesn't work out. You got a backup plan in the back of your head, right? I think like most women, my backup plan is to sell foot pics on the internet.
Yeah.
Right? We all think you're just lying if you don't. Maybe it's just me. Except for this week, I found out I'm on this website called WikiFeet. I know you know what it is. But I'm not getting paid. It's just out there. Men find women's feet pics on the internet, like they zoom in on your Instagrams and stuff, and then they rate them. I have 2.5 out of 5 stars on WikiFeet. So there goes that plan. And I can't do OnlyFans, more words you're learning. I can't do OnlyFans because, not because I have self-respect. I lost that in my second divorce. Yeah, he got that one. But because I have a good relationship with my dad. Obviously you don't because you're here with him, but it's fine. The kind of relationship. But yeah. It's in their writer contract thing. You can't have a good relationship with your dad. So yeah, I actually have a good relationship with both my parents, which is weird because they raised me in a cult. Yeah, no, a real cult though. They wear magic underwear, they baptize dead people, they marry dead people, which was all fine with me. What actually got me was when I learned that the highest point in heaven, the top point in heaven, you get to spend eternity with your spouse. which obviously I'm not good at, 2 divorces. But also, you spend eternity, not till death do you part, eternity procreating alien afterlife babies to populate another planet. These are Mormons. These are people you know. These are not some weird thing you've never heard of. Mitt Romney ran for president, believes that he's going to populate another planet. Yeah, so that is like my version of the worst kind of hell on the planet. And I actually believe the only reason anyone procreates anymore is because of that term, misery loves company. Right? Sorry, bud. But everybody that has kids is like, oh my God, have a baby. It's gonna be the most fulfilling thing you've ever had in your life. Have a baby, look, and you'll never know what life is like unless you have a baby. And then you have one, and they're like, you can't go out and do shit anymore either. Fuck you. You have to stay home. Your life sucks also. Sleep, what's that? Yeah, so I have 2 kids. Yeah, I have 2 kids with 2 different dads. My youngest, or as I like to call the Plan B survivor, shit does not work. I take it 6 hours later, it doesn't work. Don't worry, I am suing them for child support or like take her on weekends or something. Yeah, so he's my most recent ex, and you know, it's like he loved strippers, which was great because you gotta have things in common, right? Boobies. But no, he would come home, he'd be like covered in glitter and smell like strippers, and I'd be like, hey, baby. But then he'd walk over to the refrigerator, get like the biggest cup, and drink a glass of milk. Just straight milk. I had a baby with a sociopath. Yeah. So I got rid of that one. But he was a step up from my first ex-husband. Yeah, because he was 6'3", and my first ex-husband was 5'5". I am not. I am a big bitch. I am 6 feet tall, which is gargantuan for a woman, or the same height as every man on dating apps, right? You're not 6 feet, you're not. And I don't know what makes you think that if we show up on a date together, I'm just gonna be gaslit to being like, oh my God, am I actually 6'4"? Like I thought I was 6 feet, but I guess maybe I'm 6'4". Ryan, you are 5'7". Just accept it. It's not changing anything. But yeah, everybody when they would see us together would be like, oh my God, he must be like so nice. No. Oh, but is he really funny? Also, no. I got it. He's rich. Also, no. Mistakes were made. No, I actually paid him alimony. Did you guys know it's not like penis vagina anymore? Like they changed the rules. It's not like if you have a dick, you pay alimony to the vagina, which I think is some fucking bullshit. So we had like a really messy divorce where I was like really pissy. I was like, no, this is my money. I worked for it. And then he was like, you married me, dum dum. And we would go to the courthouse, it's like super messy, and you're in the courthouse with every other messy divorced person. And these women would be over here, and the men would be over here, and then the women would come up and try to talk to me, and I'd be like, bitch, I swear to God, you get the fuck away from me. Every like women supporting women thing, like out the window. It was like, feminism, you get a job. You know what, Becky, you knew what you did when you married this finance dude. You knew he was gonna fuck his secretary. I watched movies. Yeah, I don't have female friends anymore. I got real angry there. But yeah, you know, mistakes happen. That being said, I feel like I've done a good job as a mom sometimes, all things considered. My son, when he was 11, was leaving for school, put a little Post-it note on our apartment door as he walked out, and was like, some cute little note, oh my God. And I saunter on over and it says, I'm gay, signed Liam. So it was like very Sex in the City of you. Nice, you are on point with your coming out, buddy. So I open up the door and I'm like, hey Liam. And he goes, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, okay, I just want to make sure I have the right Liam. Like, who else would be leaving notes in the apartment? But I should check. But then I kind of felt like I fucked up because a couple years later he's 14 and he goes, there's no cute gay boys, so I'm dating a girl, Mom. You're kind of an asshole, bro. All right. Felt bad for the girl for a little bit, but then I found out she was a cunt, which you can call 14-year-old New York girls cunts. She's the Upper East Side. It's got rich mommies and daddies. You guys know. So she was a cunt. And like the 5th time he'd come home, he was like sobbing and crying and so upset because she was a bitch. And I finally was like, Liam, I think you gotta break up with the girl. And he just turns to me, he's like, you just want me to be gay, can't I just be happy? My Mormon upbringing did not prepare me for that, but he's right. I am trying to push my agenda because I started modeling at 12 years old, and as a retired model, there is no better accessory than a gay son. So he's gonna be gay whether he wants to or not. Not be bringing bitches into my house. So yeah, I know the moment I mentioned that I'm a model, you all realized I was illiterate. Fucked up assumption. I mean, it's true, but let me prove it to you. That is why I dropped out. No, it's an interesting assumption because models live very interesting lives. We travel a lot. We meet a lot of interesting people. I mean, I met Louis C.K., Woody Allen, Jeffrey Epstein. You know, there's a lot of people pissed off at him, but you know, I was a nice little 16-year-old girl, and he offered me a ride on a private jet. I said no, I thought someone else would. No one ever asked again, which, like, mistakes were made. The only person I didn't meet was Weinstein, which was the one I wanted to. I was like, I'm gonna gargle some balls and I'll get to be a movie star. And here I am just talking about balls on stage. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. Thanks for being good sports. You too.
Are you guys still paying for cable, or are you using like all those weird free channels now? Yeah. I'm using Tubi. Anybody else down with Tubi? You guys fuck with Tubi? I'm watching Buck Rogers. Anybody else?
Love it.
Yeah, I was 9. I only got to see it once. So if you guys, let me bring up the speed. If you've never seen it, it's a show that came out in the late 70s about an astronaut who time travels in the late 80s based on a comic book in the late 30s. And I got some shit about the future right, you know? Women walk around in sexy space pants, right? Some space pants on display here this evening. And sexism is still alive 500 years later. And the planet is turning into a wasteland. But here's what bugs me about watching old sci-fi. Nobody ever thought about having a phone or a camera on you at any time, you know? It just makes all these old plots that seem so masterful, like so ridiculous now with a cell phone, you know? Buck Rogers is on this spaceship committing espionage. Nobody's fucking watching a hallway? And then everyone's got a laser gun. They can't kill this motherfucker. Put Captain Rogers in a holding cell with a low vent he can crawl out of in the 3rd act. It's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Are you guys ready for your feature comic for this evening? This guy's a master of comedy in the Philadelphia scene. You can catch him at Punchline Philly. You can see him at AC Jokes at the Tropicana this summer. And you can catch him right here, right now, at Broadway Comedy Club. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Jay Simpson!
We're almost. Bye, guys. Thanks for chilling, dude.
What's going on, guys? Hey, everybody. You doing good? Ooh, that's better. Hey. From Philadelphia, they just lifted the mask mandate all across Philadelphia, so woo, faces are back. Clap up for that, that's cool. That pandemic was crazy. I wouldn't mind staying in the house if I was actually sick. But I didn't have any symptoms. I was asymptomatic. Today I woke up feeling fine, but still I gotta stay inside. I'm asymptomatic, and no one knows I'm sick but me. I ain't got a cough or a sneeze or a wheeze, no matter what for 2 weeks. I guess I'll just be my me. 'Cause I've been vaxxed, I've been picked, I've been poked, I've been prodded. I got all 3 stamps on my no COVID card. How am I still positive? I guess I'll beat my meat again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah!
Rather fun. And for future reference, never book 2 musical acts in one show. Frankly, 1 is too many.
Completely disagree.
I had a baby over quarantine. Yeah, I had a baby. My lady was actually had COVID when we conceived the baby. I was quarantining in the living room and she was in the bedroom. So I just closed the door as much as I could. Who knew? I came so fast. Who knew my kink was faceless pussy? Could have been anybody back there. If you didn't know, also something that's really pissed me off. Drake's been putting hot sauce in condoms so women can't turkey baste it into them later. My boy's 8 months old. Fucking hot sauce, duh, the whole time. That's insane. Does anybody else think that's crazy?
Yeah.
That song was crazy that he just put out though. You used to. Yeah. They think I'm just giving this cum away. Frank got the heat like a summer day. I'm just putting hot sauce in this condom bag. Yeah. I fuck her finish and leave. She asked what the fuck my problem is. I told you, hot sauce condom, bitch. God's plan is plan B. So fuck you and this family. God's plan. You got God's plan. All these bitches trying to steal my cum from me. You used to. Okay, that song took me 10 minutes to write. The whole joke, 10 minutes. There was a take in my house, me for 45 minutes just going, you used to. Then my fucking kids started crying. I'm like, ah, shit. I go. I'ma give this baby his bottle. And I'ma flip over my shit. I used to fuck his mama on a kitchen sink. I used to. I love rap, man. Rap is... It's hard to do musical comedy when the things rappers say is just fucking hilarious. You ever said something shitty about your ex's new partner? Yeah. What was it? What'd you say? He's gay and he has AIDS. That's the only thing you can say to reassert your dominance. He's gay and he has AIDS. I just don't think Kanye West is crazy. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Did you hear that song that he put out? Dude. I talked to God yesterday. He gave me Davidson AIDS. When I heard it went hip-hop hooray. Nobody stealing from Ye. By watch she up, gone away. From some bipolar guy who's gay. Man, that show that he on. April 26, 93. Easy, how you feeling? There's AIDS inside Pete Davidson. His teeth are big and he is gay. Cause I'm a genius. Yeah, that's what I'ma do. I'ma tell 12 billion people on Twitter that Pete Davidson is gay and has AIDS. That'll get my wife back. They're gonna make some crazy shitty shoes and sell them real expensive. Yeah, you a motherfucking genius. Davidson is gay. Pete Davidson is AIDS, so I moved across the street so I could watch him die of AIDS, so I could watch him be gay. Would he be gay with yay? Wait, hang on, run that back. I don't know if I like that last part. Alright. But good on Pete, man. He fucking got him back. He sent a fucking picture. He's like, I'm in bed with your wife, and next week I'm going to space with Jeff Bezos. Pete's song is good too. Ground control to Kanye West. Plowing Kim has been the best. So take your Alexa Pro and put your Yeezys on. Ground control to Kanye West. Guess what I'm gonna do next? I don't fucking six! I took your wife and then they sent my ass to space. For here am I fucking Kim Kardashian. Jeff Bezos is right here too. Yeah, that's enough of that shit. Make some noise if you think you live a dope life. My life is sweet as shit. Because me and my girl like to have threesomes. That's awesome. I can't even cheat on her. She won't even let me. She's like, as soon as I leave the house, she's like, don't forget, Jay, we can all be friends. I'm just getting the fucking mail. What the heck? You gotta have threesomes. It strengthens your relationship. It really does. It really does. Oop. Oh, it's this one, sorry. Here's a little song about threesomes. We can turn this into an R&B concert real quick. Girls. I've been looking at you all night, baby. Now if you're in a misbehaving, then I'll introduce you to my lady. We both got a thing for you, and you're just all tight. Okay, body and your face is alright. How about you spend the night at our place? When you get too good at the same time, your dogs give you high fives. The two girls at the same time. You paid for an abortion twice. I feel like a king on a mattress full of queens, and tonight they act like twins. By my count, that's 4 tits. Let's have fun in the sheets. After this, we'll never speak. We don't get jealous, we don't cheat. Let my girlfriend clap her cheeks. I am so hungover. So fucking hungover. I was singing karaoke last night. It was like 4 in the morning. Yeah, dude, I live this shit. But anyway, you gotta reciprocate if you want to be a good partner. Gotta reciprocate. What happens when she wants one? She was like, can I pick somebody? I was like, it's gotta be a dude. It's cool if it is, but I told her, the only man I'm bringing home is Jesus. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And she's like, that's fine, but can you stop and get something for dinner? I was like, I'll get some Colonel. The only thing I'm bringing home is Jesus. And Colonel. Thank you, Fat Elvis. Been with a lot of ladies. Tonight she wants to switch. But you guys ain't a threesome. It's running a train on you, bitch. And I got lots of telling and my heart left to do. I'm bringing
to do. This is what I told her. I'm bringing home Jesus in a bucket of KFC. We'll be finger licking when we get down on our knees. 'Cause one rings up in heaven, the other down on earth. I wanna taste every single one of those spices in earth. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Cruz. Rob, tell the audience about a time you drove home drunk.
One time I just had 14 Mike's Hard, and I thought it was just gonna, and I had a stomach ache, but I was like, I'm fine.
My tummy hurts you.
And then the police officer told me I went to Mike's Hard.
To Mike's Hard, get down on the ground, I'm gonna stick you in your shit.
And then I went to jail.
Thanks. I'm bringing on Jesus. We're a bucket of KFC. And we'll be finger licking when we get down on our knees. You guys know the words? The other down on earth. I want to taste every single one of his spices. The spices in us. Thanks guys, I'm Jay Simpson. Enjoy your fucking headliner.
Jay Simpson, everybody! Oh my God, that was amazing. If you guys enjoyed that live, please follow O_Jay Simpson on Instagram and see the video interpretations of these songs. It is outrageous. Are you guys ready for your headliner? I am so excited. I met this woman at 2 Street in Philadelphia. She did a guest spot for me, and then she opened our showcase show in November. And then Dan and I had decided we had to make this woman a showcase headliner. You've heard her on Clubhouse, you've seen her all around Philadelphia. Soon to be a household name, Claudia Estrada!
Hell yeah, thank you so much. Everybody make some noise. I wasn't even gonna come today. I know. I was like really tired and grumpy and bloaty and gassy and crampy. I have my period. I don't know why I'm telling you in the front. I'm sure you can smell it. Just glad there's not a dog here. You're just praying that the people think it's cocaine and not really your period. I love making jokes about my period. Guys get so uncomfortable when I joke about my period on stage. They don't usually laugh. It's so weird because they're uncomfortable when I talk about my period, but they're never afraid to fuck me on my period. Never been rejected once on my period. They're woke. I'll put a towel down, baby. Don't even worry about it. And I have to clean it up, it's cool. I'm just kidding, I don't really have my period, if that's what's making you uncomfortable. My pussy's weird. I went to the gynecologist. Give it up for the gynecologist, you guys. Get your regular packs. I was at the gynecologist. It's awkward, you know? It's always an awkward experience. You're like up there, sitting up there, your legs are wide open on the stirrup. Picture it, on the stirrups, just wide open. Her hands are about to go into my, what's the medical term for it? Pussy hole. Her hands are literally about to go in my pussy hole. It's the weirdest experience. You know, first they just had to pop you open like a nutcracker. And it was just a weird experience because right when my gynecologist was about to put her hands in my pussy hole, I immediately noticed the huge engagement ring she had on her finger. It was the biggest ring I've ever seen, ever in my life, you know? And as soon as she goes in there, all I could think was, I could snag this thing. I know it's wrong. That's all I can think about. I could just suck this thing up like a Dyson vacuum. No one would even know. What is she gonna say? She lost it at work? I don't think so. Just walk out. No one will know. Just walk out of there. Bye, Karen. I can see the headlines now. Woman robs millions through pussy hole. It's fucked up. Catwoman has nothing on this pussy burglar. But yeah, my pussy's weird. I was single for a while. Give it up for me. I was single, and I was fucking just the worst types of guys. Horrible, horrible men. You know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a comedian. No, I'm not really. I was fucking these most horrible men, like, and I was like, okay, Claudia, next guy you're gonna date, fuck, you're gonna have standards now. He's gonna have a job, okay? Maybe a 401k. Me and my pussy couldn't be further from apart. She's like, oh look, a jobless comedian. Oh man, he hates his mom. Oh, Jesus. Me and my pussy are nothing alike. We have nothing in common. I'm a feminist, she is not. She's not a feminist. RBG would be rolling in her grave if she knew what she was thinking. Holy shit. Luckily though, we're both pro-choice. So it all worked out in the end, am I right? Abortion joke that deserves more clapping. No, I believe in ghosts. Anybody believe in ghosts? Everybody says I'm crazy. Everyone's like, no. I'm like, hey, I saw a ghost. Yeah, they're like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. A man once told me only women believe in ghosts. Yeah, but it's okay. I rub that. You know, that stuff doesn't bother me. I'm like, it's not the first time a man didn't believe the woman, you know? I love ghost stuff. I watch a lot of Ghost Hunters. Anybody else? Oh, I'm surprised. Okay, cool. So you know what it's about. If you don't know what Ghost Hunters is, the TAPS team, they come in and they hunt ghosts. They get the ghosts on all the stuff. Videos, record EVPs is what it's called. I'm really into it. I like that shit. But this one episode got to me. I was watching it, and the lady calls the TAPS team. She's like, hey, I need you to come to my house immediately. It's urgent. They're like, okay. And she's like, I live on a plantation. Okay, that's weird. Like, what the fuck? Am I the only one who thinks that's weird? Cool. I paused it. I was like, oh shit. Resume. She's like, hey, TAPS team, I'm being haunted by the ghost of slaves. Yeah. If they're not gonna haunt you metaphorically, they're gonna fucking haunt you literally, you dumb bitch. What? You just think you could live on a plantation? Did you think that was cute? Like, her and her mom were remodeling it like it was vintage. It was so uncomfortable. She was like, yeah, she told the TAPS team, she's like, they keep me up at night. Seriously, these ghosts are so bad. I was like, that's so weird. I was just gonna ask you how you slept at night. That's wild. She's like, they're above me. I can hear them when I sleep. I'm like, you're sleeping in the literal master bedroom, dude. What? What? Why is this a thing? Holy shit. I guess that's a thing. Like, people get married on plantations? That's a thing? Isn't that fucking weird? Yeah, just get married on a plantation. You know what? Just get married on a battlefield. It's literally the same thing. Slavery's not cool, guys. No, I like that shit. You said your political science or history? I like history. That's cool. What's with the statue thing? How are your stance on the statues? No statues? Statues.
I think they should be put in like museums.
Okay, cool, yeah. Anybody, I don't know why everybody has a big deal about the statues. I don't know, like, in Philly it's a big thing. In Philly and South Philly, they fucking love whatever that dude is. I don't know, but I'm always like, when people try to fight me on that, I'm like, isn't the whole point, like, you know who doesn't get statues? Losers. Like, what? Isn't that like statue 101, dude? You lose, you don't get the statue. I like scary movies. Anybody else like scary movies? I fucking love that shit. I was with my boyfriend. I know I have a boyfriend. And I was like, let's watch a scary movie. So we're thinking about it, we're like, oh, we should watch that movie, Us. You guys seen that? Well, it was scary. No, we watched it, we turned it off. I was like, that's not scary at all. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, have you ever seen one episode of I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant? That is like way scarier. And the worst part is there's like 100 episodes of that shit. That shit keeps me up at night. Fucking literally keeps me up at night. Like, I could go and take a shit and not realize it's a fucking baby, dude. That's literally my nightmare. Like, my number one, being buried alive. Worst fear, number two, toilet baby. Swear to God. No, thank you. Give it up for toilet babies. No, I'm just kidding. I was single for a long time, like I said. You know, it was a while. I didn't even notice. I was like, time flies when you're alone. You know what I mean? But I think the worst part about being single is like having male friends who always want to be more than friends. They always, like, when I was single, basically all my friends told me that a good friend of mine, you know, was into me more than friends. I was like, I had no idea. I thought we were friends. Basically all my friends sat me down, they had like a friend zone intervention. They were like, hey, you're putting our friend in the friend zone because you're not having sex with him, right? That's what it is, right? When you are not having sex with a guy, you're putting him in the friend zone. But every time I got friend zoned, it always was immediately after the sex. I'll literally be in bed with a guy, just had sex with him, titties out, titties fully out, and he would look me dead in the eye and say, we're just friends though. He says, this is like wipes my pussy juice. It's like, we're just friends. No, bitch. We're not friends. We're definitely more than friends. I don't do anything we just did with any of my friends. Like, I don't shave my legs for any of my friends, and I definitely don't shave my butthole for any of my friends. It doesn't come like that. I don't know why I did that. I thought I felt right in the moment. What was I saying? Oh yeah, pussy juice. Okay. Yeah, I don't fucking do that with any of my friends. Like, and I'm thinking all of this, but I don't say that to them out loud. You know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just like, yeah, totally, we're friends. Oh my gosh. Did you think I was your girlfriend? No way. I let all my friends cream pie me. Totally. I'm a cool girl. Yeah, but dating was weird. I didn't know, like, I was in a relationship for a long time. And I didn't know like shit went down in the DMs. That's like a thing. That's how you get shit now. I was in a relationship for a long time, I didn't know. I would get these DMs all the time. And what do you do when you get a DM? You ignore it, right? Until one time, I'm gonna tell you the story. This guy DMs me. I don't know who he is. He says he knows me, I don't know who he is. So I ignore it. But like, you know it has the red on Instagram, it says red, I don't know how you can get rid of that. He saw that, I read it, ignored it, and then he decided to message me again. And he said, "You're not even that hot anyways." I know. This guy gets pussy, right? I know, that's what you guys are all thinking. I was gonna ignore it, but this time I was like, no! I'm gonna write back and tell them exactly what they did wrong, so they know. So I messaged him back. I was like, hey, would have messaged you back if you didn't refer to my breast as jugs. The exact message was, what's your bra size? You got some big old jugs. I always want to tell men, I'm like, I just want to tell men straight to their face when I was single what exactly I want and what exactly turns me the fuck on. And I tell them, I'll text them, I'll be like, you know what fucking gets my pussy wet? You know what makes me come? Respect for women! God damn it! Thank you everybody, that's my time. Thank you so much.
Guys, one more time for our headliner, Claudia. Hey, come up here. I just want to remind you guys one more time. I thank you so much for coming. It's been an amazing year on Clubhouse. Heidi is modeling our Certified Pre-Owned Girlfriend t-shirt. Come over here. Heidi. All right, so guys, you can get this item at Pascetty.com. You can also get a mug. I thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm going to take April and May off. I'm going to be doing shows for other folks. I'm going to be back with an amazing new show for you guys on Thursday nights right here at the Broadway this summer. Thank you.